Hello, welcome back to today's video. I'm Dipty and today I'm sharing with you 1 week worth of vegetarian meals that I prepared for our family. Recently I shared with you my morning routine video where I shared my frazzled Monday morning. Just to recall, I was starting everything from scratch. For lunch I had made batata rasa bhaji, amti and roti, and for kids lunch I had packed peanut butter Nutella sandwiches. For dinner there was plant-based burgers. That afternoon and later that night I soaked and pressure cooked chickpeas or chole, rajma and pinto beans in preparation for the upcoming week. For your reference, I'm linking that video in the card above and in the description box below. This video is a continuation of that week and I'm sharing with you 5 other meals that I prepared in that week. So let's begin. It's Tuesday morning and I still don't have any veggies prepped, so I decided to make sabzi by combining small leftover frozen veggies. Here I have about half a cup of frozen diced carrots and frozen diced green peppers. Then I have half a cup of frozen green peas and about half a cup of diced yellow onions, wet spices, dry spices, and of course oil and salt. Place kadhai on medium heat and when oil is hot add mustard seeds. When they crackle add cumin seeds. Turn heat to low and add hing. Then add chopped green chilies, ginger and chopped cilantro. Mix them in with other spices and then add onions. Mix well. Add in turmeric and red chili powder. Mix them well as well and then add frozen carrots and peppers and mix well. When using frozen veggies, it's important to note that you do not thaw them out. Take them out from the freezer only a few minutes before you're ready to prepare. Cover and cook for 2 to 3 minutes with intermittent mixing. Uncover, add in salt and mix well. Cover and cook for a couple more minutes. Uncover and add in frozen peas. Once more mix everything well. Cover and cook for 2 more minutes. Moving the pan to the back burner on low heat and finishing off the cooking. Ready to prepare chole. To prepare chole, I have pressure cooked chickpeas about a cup and a half to 2 and the usual masala ingredients. Crushed tomatoes 3/4 cup, chopped onions 3/4 cup, oil for frying, finely chopped green chilies, finely grated ginger, finely pressed garlic, finely chopped cilantro and all the dry spices. Place pot on medium heat and add oil. While the oil is heating, quickly check on the veggies cooking in the pan on the back burner. Looks like the veggies have done cooking. Garnish with cilantro and that's it. Sabzi is ready. Going back to chole. To hot oil add cumin seeds. And when they sizzle, add in onions and saute them for a minute. Then add wet masala ingredients and saute them well. Then add turmeric and red chili powder and saute. This kind of looks on the dry side, but just as crushed tomatoes are adding, everything is starting to look better already. These crushed tomatoes need to be cooked, so cover and cook them on medium-low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. On the back side, I'm sauteing dry rice in the same pan as the one that I prepared sabzi. After transferring the sabzi, a little bit of oil and masala was remaining in the pan and instead of it going to waste, I used it for cooking rice. Going back to chole masala. Add in amchur powder, cumin coriander powder and salt and mix. Checking on the rice cooking on the back burner, giving it a quick stir and coming back to chole prep. Add pressure cooked chickpeas, about 1 to 1.5 cups of water and mix well. Bring it to a simmer and then add 1 tablespoon of chole masala and mix well. Simmer for another minute, garnish with chopped cilantro and mix well. Turn off the heat and move it to a trivet. Quickly preparing rotis to go along with chole and sabzi. Going back and forth between rolling the rotis and roasting them on tawa. Rice is ready as well and I have transferred it to a container. So here we go. Rice, roti, chole and sabzi. Later on that evening, that is Tuesday evening, I prepped veggies that were sitting around in my refrigerator. Here I have diced paneer, diced red and green peppers, cubed pumpkin, finely chopped cabbage and diced onions. So the next few days are taken care of. It's Wednesday and once more the 5 a.m. morning routine begins. For lunch I'm making rajma, cabbage bhaji and roti. Starting with rajma. Place a pot on medium heat and to it add oil. When oil is hot enough, add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. When cumin seeds sizzle, add diced onion about 3/4 cup. Saute onions until they become translucent. Then add in freshly grated ginger and pressed garlic about 2 teaspoons each. Mix well and saute for a couple minutes to remove the rawness of ginger garlic. Then add in crushed tomatoes about 3/4 cup and mix well. Cover and cook on medium heat for about 1 to 2 minutes. Uncover and mix very well. Then add in finely chopped green chilies, about 5 to 6, turmeric, half a teaspoon, red chili powder half a teaspoon and mix well. Then add 2 teaspoons of coriander cumin powder or dhana jeera powder and salt per taste. Mix well and cover and cook on medium-low heat for another minute or two. Uncover and check. Looks like oil has separated and the masala has cooked well as well. Oh my god, it smells deliciously fragrant like I'm in a restaurant. Let's not get carried away. I still have to finish on time and head to work. Time to add pressure cooked rajma or kidney beans. These are just perfectly pressure cooked. Not soggy, not tough, just right. Add 1 to 2 cups of water and mix well. And adjust salt to taste. Next thing is to prepare cabbage sabzi. So I'm moving rajma pot to the back burner. Let rajma simmer on medium heat for good 3 to 4 minutes so that all those delicious flavors can marry well with each other. On the front burner, place a casserole pan on medium heat and to it add oil. To the hot oil add mustard seeds, cumin seeds and let them sizzle. Then lower the heat and add hing followed by chopped green chilies. Then add turmeric followed by the addition of chopped cabbage and mix well. While it looks like a lot of cabbage and takes some time mixing, once cooked it will wilt down to almost half of this. Cover and cook for about a minute or two max. Going back to rajma, it's actually boiling then simmering, but that's okay. Add about 1 teaspoon of garam masala, mix well and let it simmer or boil for a couple more minutes. Bringing my attention back to bhaji on the front burner. My mom and my mother-in-law always recommend to not cover and cook cabbage because within a few minutes of cooking, it goes from crunchy to limp and loses its bite. However, the cabbage that we get here, in the US is more fibrous and tougher than what they get in India. I try to slice this cabbage as finely as possible and cover and cook so that it cooks quickly but it still retains its bite. Anyways, then add salt, green peas and mix well. Turn off heat, cover and let residual heat finish cooking. In the meantime, on the side, I am rolling out bajra methi parathas for kids' lunch. Initially, I had planned to make and freeze these for the upcoming week, but when I made them for yesterday's dinner, boys loved them a lot and were okay to eat them for lunch as well. So I'm going to get them ready as quickly as possible because I only have a total of 15 to 20 minutes to get all these made, clean kitchen, shower and get ready and head out to school. That's it guys, parathas are ready. I have packed these parathas for boys' lunches. Kitchen is sort of clean, stovetop and countertops are clean and food is transferred to containers. See you tomorrow for another lunch prep. Typically on Thursdays I make sabudana khichdi for my family, but today I'm out of sabudana so I decided to make roti sabzi for lunch. But first I'm making pasta for my boys' lunch. Amit likes pasta without sauce, so after boiling and draining water I add oil or butter, crushed black pepper, a little bit of red chili powder and mix well. It's just simple pasta packed in for Amit. Then to the remaining pasta, I'm adding pasta sauce, mixing it well and packing it in the thermos container for Aditya. According to him, the thermos does a decent job of keeping pasta warm. Anyways, I'm a clean as you go person, so as soon as a few dishes or pots or pans gather in the sink, I either rinse and put them away in the dishwasher or hand wash them and let them air dry in the dish drainer. Time to prepare lunch. Starting by making amti. Preparing tadka in hot oil. Adding mustard seeds, cumin seeds, hing, grated ginger and finely chopped green chilies. Mixing well and adding turmeric, then crushed tomatoes and mixing well. Adding in the tur dal, mixing well once again. Adding in water, mixing well. Then adding Maharashtrian Guda masala, salt and jaggery and mixing well once again. Bringing it to a simmer on medium-low heat. Garnishing with chopped cilantro. Moving it to back burner to let it simmer for a couple more minutes. Preparing sabzi now. Place a stainless steel casserole type pan on medium heat and add oil to it. Prepare tadka by adding mustard seeds, cumin seeds and hing. Let it sizzle. Then add finely chopped cilantro stems and green chilies and mix well. Then add turmeric and mix. In goes the frozen green bell peppers. Initially I had planned to use them for the next week and had frozen them as such, but when I realized that I don't have sabudana, I decided to use them instead. Once again, I took these out only a few minutes before preparing the sabzi. Mix well and cook uncovered for a couple minutes. Then add salt and mix. Sprinkle in some chickpea flour or besan. I started with 2 tablespoons and after mixing, sabzi still felt a little bit on the wet side, so added another tablespoon of besan. Also added in half a teaspoon of sugar and chopped cilantro. Mixed everything well. This looks good. Cover and cook for a couple minutes on medium-low heat so as not to burn the besan. In that time, transfer ampti to its container and get this pot washed up. Uncover and mix sabzi. Looks like besan has cooked well. Scrape any besan sticking to the bottom of the pan. Peppers are cooked, besan is cooked, and sabzi is on the drier side. So it's done. Let it sit uncovered for about 5 to 6 minutes. In that time, I'm making coffee and having it ready to go in my coffee cup. Then transferring prepared bhaji in its container. Only 20 minutes remaining before heading out. Time to prepare rotis. Last of the dough remaining, just enough to make 8 rotis. And no time to record their preparation. But here is what I have for today. Getting ready and heading for work. See you tomorrow with another meal. It's Friday and I am totally exhausted. I have snoozed enough number of times that I have woken up 30 minutes late. But thanks to my routine, things will be okay. A bit rushed, but still okay. Today I'm making pumpkin puris. I have already shared that recipe in detail in an earlier all things pumpkin video. So do check that out. Linking it above and in the description box below as well. Since I was frying puris, I decided to make puris from the remaining portion of bajra methi paratha dough. So there was a mix and match of sweet pumpkin puris and savory bajri methi puri. Boys were delighted. They took puris for lunch and Milan ate them for breakfast. It's Saturday and Milan prepared upma for breakfast. I will share that recipe in a separate video. I am in no mood for preparing roti sabji. So instead of the elaborate meal, I'm making simple masala oats for lunch. Here I have 1.5 cups of regular oats, not the instant one, 3/4 cup diced yellow onions, half a cup diced tomatoes, 2 cups water plus 1 cup if you want to make it a little bit on the soupy side, dry and wet spices, and oil and salt. To prepare masala oats, first I roast oats in a wide pan with a few sprays of oil. Roasting them on medium heat for about 5 to 6 minutes. When well roasted, they give off the characteristic roasted aroma, which means they are ready. Transfer them to a plate to cool off. On a side note, you can roast twice as many oats and when they have cooled completely, use half portion of it for preparing masala oats and store the other half in airtight container for later use. Place the same wide pan on medium heat and to it add oil. Prepare tadka of mustard seeds, cumin seeds, hing and finely chopped green chilies. Mix well and add freshly grated ginger and mix well. Then add diced onions, tomatoes, turmeric and saute for 2 to 3 minutes. Start heating water on the side, either on stove or in electric kettle. When onions become translucent and tomatoes have released their juices, add in roasted oats and mix them in with the masala. Add in salt and chopped cilantro and then add in the boiling water. Mix well with constant stirring. Let the oats simmer uncovered for about 2 to 4 minutes on medium-low heat. I find that covering and cooking oats make them slimy, so I've stopped cooking oats covered. If you want more liquidy oats, then add in another cup of hot water. But we don't like it soupy, so didn't add that extra 1 cup of water. Turn off the heat and let them sit in the pan for another 3 to 4 minutes. Transfer them to a serving bowl and garnish with chopped cilantro. Serve warm. I hope you liked today's meal ideas and I would strongly recommend that you make the pumpkin puris and masala oats. They come out really good. If you liked today's video, do give it a big thumbs up and share it with your family. For more such recipes and meal prep ideas and meal prepping, do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you. See you all in the next one.